Hello all, welcome back to my devlog where I make a game engine and try and make a game in it. July and August were spent finishing the feature complete deliverables from last milestone. It was probably for the best that it overflowed because it's still not 100%, but it is done enough that I'm willing to consider this milestone complete. To continue from the last video on the gameplay features, the AI was sent to play the game for balancing. The way this worked was that I had 3 AI skill levels and 3 levels of difficulty. All the permutations of skill and difficulty gives me a total of 9 tests. Each test was done 100 times to get good averages, and in total, the AI played 900 games every time I wanted to do a test. To have the test done in a reasonable amount of time, the frame rate limiter was removed to let the game run as fast as it was capable of. Once the tests were done, the data was compiled into these bar graphs, telling me the average HP the AI had going into the levels, and the average time spent playing the level. The time bar is what I'm most interested in though. What I wanted to see from this graph was a nice upward linear curve, but the data is kind of all over the place. Calculating the average time spent per point in each level type, I was able to balance the game so that the time graph does show this nice linear curve. There's still one problem. The data showed that the AI was taking 9-ish real-time hours to complete the game. My simple fix for this was to divide all the level requirements by 3 and hope that this brings the total time down to 3-ish hours. After all my balancing, the end result was what I wanted to see. The beginner AI was able to complete easy mode, about half of normal mode, and not too much of hard mode. The medium AI easily finished easy mode, was able to complete normal mode, and could complete about half of the hard mode. The expert AI easily finished easy and normal mode, and made its way through roughly 80% of the hard mode. Given the AI is still a bit dumb, I'm hoping that a real human will be able to complete the game. As for the online game mode, the beginnings are in place, such as the states of the boards being replicated to each other, but there's still some work that needs to go into the client-side prediction and anti-cheat solutions. The prediction will help smooth out the jitteriness of the online board, but the prediction does not need to be too good because the players in this game do not directly interact with each other. For the anti-cheat solutions, in the normal network game, there is a third computer called a server that both players connect to, and it acts as the authority in determining what actually happens. My game does not have a server. In this case, normally the party owner is the authority, and that player says what happens. This is okay for co-op games, but for versus games like this, it is a very unfair advantage for the party owner. What I want to do instead is have both players cross-checking each other to ensure that no funny business happens, and if it does happen, end the game immediately. As I said in the beginning, these features are still not 100%, but I am willing to say that the feature complete milestone has been met. This means that the next step in making the game is to polish up the art and visual presentation. Thank you all for watching and see you all next time.